We've talked about the caliphate for a very long time. I started talking about it at Fox. Everybody said that it was ridiculous. I really thought it was going to come from the Muslim Brotherhood down in Egypt. It didn't. It came from ISIS. But the Muslim Brotherhood is involved. Right now, Qatar has been cut off from everybody. Everybody in the Middle East is angry at Qatar, and there is speculation now that they may actually have to get rid of Al Jazeera. This is where Al Jazeera and Hillary Clinton gets all of her important news. They may have to shut it down because of the pressure from Saudi Arabia and everyone else, because they are a Muslim Brotherhood country. And that's not real popular right now, except in Turkey. Saudi Arabia and all of the Arabic states have now isolated Qatar, except for Turkey, because they are also a Muslim Brotherhood state. They've just sent troops down to Qatar to protect Qatar. Seems odd, but not if you know what's going on here. We've talked about Sykes-Picot before. Sykes-Picot happened around 1917, and it was the French and the English coming together and saying, okay, let's draw a map, let's split it up between us. So all of these borders are nonsense. It's why the Kurds, you have the Syrian Kurds, who are Marxist, Leninist revolutionaries who want an autocratic state, and the Iraqi Kurds. They're like America. They're the most friendly in the entire Middle East to America. Why? They speak two different languages, and why they're two different people. Because they lost their national identity during Sykes-Picot. These are arbitrary borders. That's what everybody's arguing about when it comes to Israel, are the arbitrary borders, Sykes-Picot. Sykes-Picot is also one of the first things that we told you about when ISIS, because they crossed the border and said, we're standing on the Sykes-Picot line, and they want to have a caliphate. They're not the only ones. Turkey and Erdogan also wants to reestablish the Ottoman Empire. Iran with the Twelvers, they also want to reestablish the caliphate. So here's what's happening. The Syrian Kurds, who our government is now saying that we should support, let me make the case that perhaps it's not too insane to support them. I would never support them. I don't think we should be involved in anybody's business, let alone giving arms to people who are radical terrorists. These guys are terrorists, but they're keeping Turkey kind of at bay and keeping them busy. Turkey wants to sweep down here and take this area for Turkey, which would erase this border, and Turkey would then have this area. Eventually, Turkey really wants to take all of this area. In fact, a lot of it like this. This is what the ISIS controls. Syria is almost gone. They want to defeat the Syrian Kurds, the Iraqi Kurds. They want part of Iraq and Mosul, and they will come down here. And Turkey, it begins to look a lot like the old Ottoman Empire. Iran wants to come over and do the same thing. Iran is now taking good portions of Iraq, and they are pushing in this direction. They want to also take this area. In the end, we are likely to see, correct me if I'm wrong, Turkey and Iran being the real crux of the issue in the Middle East. Until this is settled, it will belong to either Turkey or Iran, and then that is when they turn all eyes to Israel. Because once this is a caliphate that has been settled, Iran already has troops up in the Golan Heights ready to spring into action as soon as this mess is taken care of. And meanwhile, what are we talking about? Certainly not this. We're talking about stupid memos from Comey.